السلام عليكم تاسع يعطيكم العافية. Today we are going to start with Unit 9, the age of the automobile. طبعا this is an essay, okay. This essay is a discursive one. Discursive means بيعطي وجهات نظر يعني زي فيه مناظرة اوكي يعني it gives the positive also the negative points about a certain issue. This issue is about the automobile means cars okay اللي هي السيارات عصر السيارات. We are going to read about cars and essay about cars. We are going to read about the pros and the cons of the cars يعني okay, which means we are going to read about the positive also the negative points of using cars. خلينا نبلش قراءة. The car has become the most popular means of transport in the history of the world. Some people could not imagine life without a car. Others say that the world would be better off without them. طبعا this is the introduction okay. The writer introduces his point, the content of the issue he's going to discuss, which is about cars. He says that some people they don't imagine life without cars. Some people think that our planet would be better if we didn't have cars okay. Now the writer starts now. Since Carl Benz introduced the first automobile powered by a gasoline engine in 1885, many people see a car as a necessity in their lives rather than a luxury. Benz began selling his motor car in 1888. In the 5-year period from 1888 to 1893, 25 were sold. In 2007, when sales were at their peak, 54,920,317 cars were sold worldwide. Certainly, owning a car has many advantages, but shouldn't we be concerned about the disadvantages? The number of cars on the road is a real problem, and as the number increases, the problem gets worse. So in this paragraph, the writer discusses the first person to introduce cars. Who is the first person to introduce cars? This is Carl Benz. Carl Benz اللي هو اللي عمل شركة Mercedes Benz okay. He was the first introduced the first automobile, the first car. كيف كان الانجن تبعها gasoline okay. ب 1885. Many people see طبعا some people أو many people see car as a necessity يعني they see that cars are very very important in our lives. More يعني they see them as a necessity more than a luxury يعني هم بيشوفوهم من ناحية أهميتهم أكثر من إنهم من ناحية الترف okay. Benz began selling his motor car in 1888. أول 5 سنوات من 1888 to 1893, how many cars were sold? 25 only, because people were not still familiar with cars, okay? But after that, ب 2007, وصل المبيعات قمتها. They were at their peak, okay? How many cars were sold worldwide in 2007? هذا النمبر اوكي اللي هو 54,920,317. تمام. Certainly owning a car طبعا امتلاك السيارة has many advantages. It has good points, but we also should be concerned about the disadvantages, the bad points about having a car. The overcrowdedness of the streets, okay, the streets are clogged with cars, so the number of cars on the road is a real problem, and also where the number increases, the problem also gets worse. طيب, we'll see what the bad points of having a car they are. The first and probably the greatest problem is that of pollution. إذن أول مشكلة لامتلاك السيارة هي pollution, okay? The fuel exhaust fumes from a car's engine contain many chemicals or emissions. الدخان اللي بيطلع من الاحتراق تبع السيارة okay. It contain many chemicals or emissions. شو الكيميكالز اللي بيحتوي عليها الفيومز هدول that are released from a car's engine? carbon dioxide okay اللي ثاني أكسيد الكربون, سلفر dioxide okay, وعندي الليد اللي هي الرصاص okay. كبريت ورصاص وثاني أكسيد الكربون. تمام. they are all released from a car's engine. 900 million metric tons of CO2 is released into the atmosphere every year. طلع النمبر 900 مليون كل سنة عم بيطلع من السيارات للاتموسفير تبع الارث هذا النمبر which is يعني a very great number. This is a major contributor to air pollution causing an increase in greenhouse gases and a decrease in the ozone layer. وهذا عم بيزيد لي مشكلة greenhouse gas effect اللي هي الدفيئة ظاهرة الدفيئة وبقلل من thickness تبع طبقة الأوزون. okay. Greenhouse gases build up in the atmosphere and act like a blanket. عم بتغطي لنا بالاتموسفير، عم بتعمل حجب. okay. They act like a blanket trapping the sun's heat and causing the planet to warm up. عم تحجز حرارة الشمس داخل الكرة الأرضية. okay. And it causes the planet to warm up. عم ترفع درجات الحرارة. We can see the results of this in more wildfires, extreme heat waves and the melting of the polar ice caps. كيف عم بنشوف إنه كيف عم نلاحظ بحياتنا إنه الحرارة temperature عم بتزيد كتير on our planet Earth من خلال الحرائق wildfires، من خلال extreme heat waves موجات الحر اللي عم بتصيبنا، من خلال melting of the polar ice caps ذوبان الثلوج بالأقطاب. أوكي. وهذا كله عم بيرفع طبعا الذوبان هذا تبع الثلج. It causes the the sea levels to increase. They are rising. The sea levels are rising. The ozone layer protects us. طيب هلا هون إذا سبب لي مشكلة اللي هي البولوشن. الكارز بتسبب مشكلة البولوشن اللي بعد هيك عم بتسبب لي تقليل من نسبة طبقة الأوزون من الثيكنس تبعها، عم تسبب لي ظاهرة الاحتباس الحراري. أوكي. اللي عم نشوفها بالحرائق بموجات الحر وبذوبان الثلوج. تمام. وكله هذا عم يعني الأوزون layer هلا هي is a very important thing. Why? Because it protects us from the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays. هي بتساعدني أو بتحميني من الالترافايولت، من الأشعة فوق البنفسجية. تمام. فلما عم بتصير الأوزون layer thinner عم تدخل أكتر من الالترافايولت ريز على الإيرث which causes طبعا يعني which causes ممكن تعمل skin problems، ممكن تعمل أمراض. okay. So here the ozone layer protects us from the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays. Car emissions contribute to the thinning of the ozone layer that decreases our protection. In the USA, for example, car emissions are the second largest source of CO2. It's madness to think we can just go on producing more and more cars and ignore damage being done. إذن عم بيقلل البروتكشن عنا. أوكي. باليو اس اي مثلا ما اعطيكي اكزامبل انه الكار ايميشنز هي تاني سكند سورس، مصدر تاني لسي او 2، اكبر مصدر لسي او 2، ثاني اكبر مصدر لسي او 2 في الجو. تمام. طيب ناخذ كمان باراجراف بهاي الحصه بس فقط. Cars emissions also cause severe health problems. كمان الكار emissions عم بتسبب لي ايش؟ health problems، مشاكل صحية. When emissions are breathed in, they are carried by the bloodstream around the body and can do serious damage. احنا عم نتنفس الإيميشنز هاي. اوكي. عم بتدور في الدورة الدموية وعم بتسبب لي serious damage ل our bodies. They are particularly harmful to the respiratory system. طبعا سيئة للجهاز التنفسي. It has been estimated that in the UK 24,000 premature deaths every year are caused by air pollution. إذا في عندي باليو كي عم بقدروا إنه 24,000 من الأشخاص اللي لسه مو بالغين، يعني لسه صغار بالعمر، عم بيتوفوا من هذا الإشي. أوكي. In Holland a study was carried out on 632 children aged 7 to 11 عمرهم من 7 ل 11 في عندهم مشاكل تنفسية. It was found that the respiratory problems worsened as air pollution increased. So المشكلة الثانية إنها عم بتسبب لي health problems. إذا أخذنا مشكلتين، أول إشي مشكلة البولوشن، وتاني مشكلة اللي هي مشكلة إنه في عندي مشاكل صحية وتنفسية. أوكي. إن شاء الله بنكمل في الحصة القادمة. يعطيكم العافية.